Now, Labour says it would impose a windfall tax on North Sea oil and gas companies and use the proceeds to help ease the cost of the living crisis. Well, the £6.6 billion plan would include cutting VAT on domestic energy bills for a year and expanding the warm homes discount. The party says it would save households between £200 and £600 a year. Sky's Becky Cottrell reports.
Rising energy bills on top of the pandemic have made places like this even more essential. Bridget Allport provides free meals to people in need out of this church. Kerry Morton is her neighbour and helps out, but she's also struggling.
I've shopped around, but they all seem the same price, to be fair. The gas and electric, they're all the same.
Kerry has 4 children. The youngest is 1. Her husband works long hours so she can stay home and look after the kids.
If you pay all your bills and you get your bits of shopping in, you've got no money left over. So if the kids are like, oh, can we go such and such this weekend? Well, no, we can't because we can't afford it. What do you say?
Bridget says money is so tight for some people, they're having to choose between heating their homes and eating.
People already struggling and on the brink what they can afford, and now the price cap goes, the energy goes up, and people don't know what to do. They're absolutely helpless. We have nurses, midwives who struggle, and that is just wrong.
Stoke-on-Trent has been one of the areas most affected by bills going up. It has the second highest rate of fuel poverty in the country. Labour says they would target the energy companies to help families like Kerry's.
It is right to ask those who have benefited from higher gas and oil prices to pay more into the system. They are likely to make record profits this year because of that spike in prices. Let's tax them a bit more and use that money to reduce bills for ordinary people who are struggling so much at the moment.
The opposition says dither and delay from the government has created a cost of living crisis and left us dependent on foreign gas supplies. Conservatives say taxing the energy companies won't solve that.
What we need is more domestic gas to replace those imports at manageable contract prices, long-term prices that we can afford. You will not get that if you hit the people who would otherwise invest in extracting British gas and replacing the imported gas.
Labour would also cut VAT on energy bills for a year, putting more pressure on the government to act. Experts predict a new price cap will push bills up annually by £700, more than many families could bear. Becky Cottrell, Sky News, Stoke-on-Trent.
Let's take a look at some of today's other headlines.